Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time is one that I've been waiting to tell for a while, one that I think you guys will very much enjoy. Today's story time is about my friend's ex-girlfriend, but specifically how I caught her doing something really messed up, and how I think it's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, if you enjoy this, leave a like on the video, and let's jump right into it. So today's story time all starts off as a normal day. It was 2017, and I'm just sitting in my room, like always, at the start of these story times, and one of my friends texted me. He's like, yo, man, you want to hang out today? I was like, yeah, of course, dude. Now, the thing about this friend, he had a girlfriend that he was dating at the time, and I did not like her one little bit. Now, you're probably like, Austin, why didn't you like his girlfriend? Well, I just didn't get good vibes from this girl, and plus, she dated another friend of mine before this friend, and she cheated on him. So, yeah, I was very worried that she was going to do that again to my other friend. But no matter how much I warned him, and no matter how much I said, like, yo, you should probably be careful, he was always like, Austin, I can fucking fend for myself, dude, don't worry about me. And he was totally right. It wasn't my business. He can choose to date who he wants. Like, it really isn't any of my business. So I just kind of stopped saying shit because, it wasn't my place. So anyway, 2017, all starts off as a normal day. My friend invites me to hang out. I go to his house. And the thing that my friend didn't tell me is that he invited his girlfriend to hang out as well. And I was not looking forward to that. Right after I got there, she showed up. And I was like, fuck me, this is about to be terrible. Because every time she was around, I would just third wheel like a motherfucker. I'm sure some of you watching know what that feels like. When you hang out with a friend and they don't tell you and they invite their girlfriend and you just end up third wheeling like crazy and it's just mad awkward. That's what I was feeling like, right? So anyway, the first hour of her being there was like normal, I guess. We were just kind of watching a show on TV and we were kind of bored, didn't really know what to do. And then my friend suggested that we go out and skate because she skateboarded. And I was like, yeah, why not? And she's like, I don't know, my ankle kind of hurts. How about you two just go? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And I was kind of relieved by that. Not that her ankle was hurting, but like that she wasn't going. Because I just wanted to like kick it with my friend because I hadn't seen him in a while. So me and my friend leave his house with our boards. Well, actually, I was using his board, but we left with skateboards. We go skate. And we were out for like a good 2 hours, right? We skated from his house to a skate park, skated there for like 30 or 45 minutes, and skated back home. And when we got back to my friend's house, he was like, yo, you go inside. I'm going to go put the boards away. I'm like, okay, sounds good. So I walk inside my friend's house, and nobody else was home except his girlfriend. And I walk downstairs to the basement where all of us would hang out, and that's where his girlfriend was supposed to be. And when I go down there, she's not down there. So I'm super confused. I'm like, okay, where's my friend's girlfriend at? So I walk upstairs. I check the kitchen, check the living room. She's not in any of those rooms. And then my friend walks in, and he's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, nothing. I just can't find your girlfriend anywhere. He's like, what, really? I was like, yeah, I don't know where she is. He's like, that's weird. So we look around for a little bit, around the whole house, and there's nothing. No one's there. Can't find anybody. So I just kind of decide, like, all right, man, you should call her. He's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna. So he calls her up, and she doesn't answer. And at this point, we're so confused. We're like, what the hell? Like, where did she go? So my friend hops on his computer in his computer room and starts checking the security cameras outside his house because he had a bunch of them and he wanted to see if she left. So yeah, he sits down and he starts pulling open all the security camera footage, going through it. And while he's doing that, I go upstairs to his room just to double check and make sure I didn't miss anything, just in case she was hanging out up there and I didn't see her. So I walk upstairs, I check his room again, she's not in there. And then I check his parents' room, which I didn't do the first time, but that's because I didn't think she would be in there. And I open up the parents' room, and I notice something immediately. All of their drawers, like on their dresser, are open, and their TV is missing. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I run downstairs. I'm like, yo, I think someone stole your parents' TV. He goes, yep, I already know who did it. I was like, what? What do you mean? He goes, come here, take a look at this. And I look at the monitor, and he's showing me security camera footage of his girlfriend walking out of the house with other people robbing his house, basically. They had the TV from the parents' room, a bunch of valuable stuff from their dresser, like they pulled out of the drawers, and they were loading up an SUV, a black SUV. And the funniest part about the whole thing is they were all wearing these ski masks, like they were all multiple colored ski masks. And we immediately knew his girlfriend was one of these people because on her Instagram, she had a photo wearing one of these ski masks. And his girlfriend was so stupid, she didn't change clothes before she stole from his house. So she was wearing the same outfit we had just seen her in. So yeah, basically what happened is when we left to skate, his girlfriend called up a bunch of her friends and said nobody was home. They pulled up with an SUV and they started robbing his house, which is just insane to me. Like, it was obvious it was her and her friends. I don't know why they even attempted this. So I look at my friend and I'm like, yo, what are you going to do about this? He goes, oh, I got a plan. Come on, let's go. I'm like, where are we going? He's like, going for a ride. And we hop in his car and we drive to his girlfriend's house. And none other than her mom answers the door. And my friend's like, hey, so your daughter just robbed my house with a bunch of her friends, and I want to talk to her. And her mom's like, what? What'd you just say my daughter did? And he goes, she robbed my house with all of her friends. You want to see the footage? I have it right here. And he pulls open his laptop and shows her the footage. And she's like, that's not my daughter. And then I pull open IG and go to her profile and show her the photo of her wearing the ski mask that's in the video as well. And I was like, you sure that's not your daughter? Because like that's the same ski mask and she's wearing the same clothes as she's wearing today. And her mom goes, I don't know, like my daughter wouldn't steal from people. That's just not how I raised her. And my friend goes, okay, well, we have two choices. You either go get her and tell her to tell me where all of my shit is, all of my parents' shit to be specific, or I call the police right now and they search for it. And she goes, okay, 1 second. So she shuts the door, goes upstairs, talks to her daughter, brings her back downstairs, opens the door, and she's just staring at us with the most guilty look on her face ever. And my friend goes, where's my shit? And she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, yes, you do. Don't lie to him. Tell him where his stuff is or else he's going to call the police. And she's like, fine. And she tells him word for word the exact address of where this SUV is and that if he goes there, that it's unlocked and he can open it and get all of his parents' stuff. And my friend goes, okay, thanks. And he starts walking away from the door and I follow him. So we hop in my friend's car and he immediately pulls open his phone and starts dialing 911. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, you thought I believed that shit? She's lying through his teeth. I know for a fact that address goes nowhere. And he just calls up the cops and tells them everything, like word for word, the whole thing. And they show up to her house like 10 minutes later at her front door with my friend. And they start asking her all these questions. And she ends up admitting that she was lying and that the TV is downstairs. And yeah, they found half of the belongings downstairs in her basement. And then they found the other half at one of her friends' houses who helped rob the place. And they both got arrested. Yeah, like usually my friends are really understanding. But if you rob their house, what left are they to do? You know, like really, if my own girlfriend brought in a crew of people while I wasn't home to just rob my house, more specifically my parents' room, can't say that I'd be very happy about that. So yeah, her and her friend got arrested. There were other people in the car that got in trouble as well, but they didn't go to jail. And all in all, everything ended up being okay. My friend got all of his parents' stuff back. Nothing else got stolen. Everything was good. So yeah, guys, moral of this story is do not be like my friend's ex-girlfriend. Don't be a thief. I don't like thieves. No one really does, to be honest. And if you catch someone stealing from you, do what my friend did. Because honestly, I'm actually happy he did that. Because if he would have let them go and just let them get away with that and let them lie to him, he probably would have never gotten his shit back. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Also, I'm probably going to be streaming on Twitch tonight, so if you want to go watch that, I'll leave that first link in the description. I'm going to start streaming a lot more. I haven't done that in a long time. So yeah, go follow me on Twitch if you guys don't already. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see y'all later. Peace.